Okay, so boom, you want to start a podcast. The very first thing you need to do is go to anchor.fm and download the Anchor app. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free 99. You can record from a computer or you can record directly from your phone, and it sounds amazing recording from your phone. Anchor is equipped with creation tools that allow you to edit your audio and even add sound effects. They will distribute your podcast on many platforms such as like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Best of all, you can monetize. Just as I'm recording this here sponsorship, you can do the exact same thing. And you can get a couple of coins every time someone listens to your podcast. So how cool is that? So go to anchor.fm or go to your favorite app store, download the Anchor app, and get started today. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
She do what she wanna do. She do what she wanna do. Ooh. She do what she wanna do.
She do what she wanna do. Lower to the grave, tell you like it is to your face. She don't play. Every chick down for it all, know that she a boss. No competition, no loss. From the Midwest to the A, Autumn got you tuning in, no delay. Ooh, get you right every time. Keep you laughing on a dime. Tell you truth, no lies. So you can live your best life. Cover all topics, no limits. Got some for your mama and your children, no holding back. No gimmicks coming on strong, get straight to business. Oh yeah.
Do what she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do what
life.
she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life. Live life, live life.
Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and I welcome you back to the Lit Life Podcast, where I encourage you to live your life autonomously. So what's up, y'all? I didn't think I was gonna have an episode this week, but here I am on the mic trying to get it done. Just a little update on me. I think last week, did I? I don't know. I think last week I might have mentioned that I wasn't feeling well. And honestly, I'm still not feeling 100%. Last Friday, I went and actually got a COVID test because I had many of the symptoms. I just didn't have like the major ones. Like I wasn't coughing. I didn't really, I had like a shortness of breath, but it wasn't like I was winded when I did something. It was more, I was trying to meditate in the morning and I do this deep breathing and I couldn't breathe as deep as I typically do. So, basically, my chest was tight. But either way it goes, test results came back negative. I quarantined like from Friday until Tuesday, I think it was. And they're basically saying I probably have a sinus infection, told me to take over the counter sinus, whatever, which is what I've been doing. And I am feeling a little bit better, but I know you guys can probably tell that I'm kind of still, I don't know, stuffy. I think that I am dealing with a combination of things that are contributing to the whole sinus thing. And one of them is air conditioning. Like I am sensitive to sitting in ice cold air conditioning now. If y'all know, I don't know if I've mentioned it on here, but I moved about a little over a month ago. And my old place, although they fixed the air like a week before I moved out, it was never really like freezing cold in there. Like the air didn't work the way that it should have, right? And in the South, like you have to keep the air cold or else it's going to be like muggy in your house. Like I can deal with it not being as cold in the house, but again, if I turn it up, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I have the air on like 71. If I turn it up to like 75, it's just gonna be too stuffy in here. It won't be cold, but it'll be muggy and stuffy. So anyways, what I've learned about myself over the years is I have like a sensitivity to air conditioning. That's why sometimes like when I get in a car and no matter how hot it is, like I'll have the windows down, you know, as long as I can stand it. I have been like going outside on the deck in the back and just sitting, like especially in the morning. It's been raining these last couple of days, so I haven't been able to do that. But when I go outside into like the heat, it helps. I don't know, it's all weird. So again, I'm not like 100%, but you know, I'm making it. uh and you know, thank goodness it wasn't COVID. Although while I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, if it is COVID, I am halfway through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as far as like the quarantine is concerned, I felt myself getting better a little bit, you know, very little every day, but still was like, okay, you know, I ain't really got to worry about getting COVID, even though, you know, they don't know if you can get, well, they know that you can get it again, but they don't know like what the, you know, what, how you can get it again, or, you know, what your antibody levels or counts or whatever have to be or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I'm doing a little bit better every day. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody. If you are a first time listener, thank you. If you are a returning listener, thank you. I have finally gotten over 5,000 streams. Now, I know that doesn't seem like much, but for me and my little old podcast, it is a lot. Like, I've been waiting to hit this 5,000 download or stream mark forever. It took longer than I thought it would, but I'm learning a lot about podcasting and about marketing, and just about making sure that I'm reaching the right target audiences and things like that. And apparently, you know, I'm doing, you know, decent to have been in the game a little bit over a year. You know, that not as great as some people, but you know, I'm hanging in there, y'all. Like I really, what I realize is I really enjoy doing this, and that's something that I am going to talk about a little bit later. So thank you. I appreciate y'all. My goal is to have 10,000 streams by May 2nd. May 2nd will be the 2nd year anniversary of the Lit Light podcast. So that's my goal. To get 10,000 streams by then. So hopefully I can reach that goal. It'd be sweet if I can. What's next? Oh, so on Tuesday, August 25th, y'all, I will have a 23-year-old man. I mean, he's a man, you know, as man as you can be at 23. My son is doing big things. You know, he works or whatever. He kind of hates his job right now, but he has started a business with a couple of people, and I'm just freaking proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know, and I don't think he knew exactly what it was that he wanted to do once he got out of high school. I mean, of course, you know, I would have loved for him to go to college that I wouldn't have been able to afford, and all that type of stuff, just more so just to experience, just to have the whole college experience and all this, that, and the other. But I do understand that college is not for everybody. Sometimes I feel like it wasn't for me, but I forced myself through it. And now I got all this debt, but that's neither here nor there. My son, I just want to say, and I don't know if he listens to my podcast or not, but I want to say to Bear that I love you. You have always been my first true love. And when I say that, it's like the person that, of course, outside of my mom and my sister, that I love unconditionally. And you've taught me a lot about me, and you've taught me a lot about parenting. And I'm trying not to get emotional. I am just so proud of my son. Now, he has had his ups and downs, and he probably still will. That's life. But that's neither here nor there. I think, and I know, I shouldn't say I think, I know for a fact that my son will be doing great things. And yeah. So happy 23rd birthday, Bear. I love you. All right. Next up, oh yeah, so shout out to the homies that are doing the podcast Happy Hour with me. So for those of you who have not heard the podcast Happy Hour episode on Tamara to the Break of Dawn's podcast, shame on you. We've all tweeted it out. We've all put it on Instagram, Facebook. It's been everywhere. There is literally, well, I was about to say there's literally no excuse why you shouldn't have heard it, but technically it just came out yesterday. Well, the 20th. So today is the 20th. It came out today. Y'all should have, but this episode is airing on the 21st. I don't give a damn. Y'all should have heard it by now. If you have not heard it by now, please go to Tamara to the Break of Dawn's podcast. You can hear it on any podcast platform. And what you will hear there is a vision that I had. So throughout this whole quarantine thing, we've all been doing a lot of things virtually, right? So we've been like drinking virtually. Like we've literally been having podcast like happy hours. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll get together. Or Chris from Shenanigans with Friends will throw a Netflix party. We'll watch Netflix, and afterwards we'll get on Zoom or wherever and have a couple of drinks, talk about the episode. Like these are the things that we have been doing, and I'm sure a lot of you have been doing the exact same things. And also, you guys need to be on the lookout for that too. Like when we tweet out about, when Chris tweets out about the Netflix parties, I always retweet it, and me retweeting it is an invitation to you. So don't come in there being weird. But you are welcome to come and watch whatever it is that we're watching on Netflix. We've been watching like series or whatever. I think we're supposed to be watching something like Food Wars or something like that next. So it should be exciting. We watched Unsolved Mysteries, the whole series of that before. But anyway, back to podcast Happy Hour. I had this vision. And I'm like, you know what? We get on Zoom or Google or Duo or wherever, and we have our drinks and our libations, and anybody putting one up in the air. We do all of this stuff, and we have these conversations. So I figure, what better way than to turn these conversations into a podcast? And it will at least give each one of us one podcast that we don't have to like really worry about coming up with content. So here's what I mean. for the next 5 months. So starting this month, August, on Tamara's podcast, each one of us will rotate and host the podcast happy hour. Some will just be pre-recorded, some will be live, they'll stream to different platforms. Some may record and, again, be pre-recorded and also post video on YouTube. However, we're all kind of doing different things. I have the next podcast happy hour. So for my podcast happy hour, I am going to stream live on Wednesday. I skipped what I wanted to say, but Wednesday, September 16th at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the episode will actually air on, like, the recording will actually air and be posted to YouTube and all that stuff on Friday, the 18th, September 18th. And all of this will be in the show notes. I'll be streaming live to Facebook on @LitLife Podcast. I'll be streaming live to YouTube, and I'll be streaming live on Twitter via Periscope. So it's going to be a good time. Now, the content of Podcast Happy Hour is all of us just bring something from our show, right? So it's me, it's J Boog from Jay's Quick 3, Tamara from Tamara to the Break of Dawn, Chris from Shenanigans with Friends, and Audrey from All Tales. And we all basically just bring a segment. So of course, y'all already know what segment I'm bringing. I'm bringing the Shut the Fuck Up Awards. That's just how it has to be. Chris brings one of her, she said that it's just like regular news, but man, she be finding like the craziest news to give to us. So she brings like this crazy like pop culture news, and it's always great and it's always good for conversation. Jay, her podcast, Jay's Quick 3, she basically brings 3 topics. It could be about anything. It could be pop culture, music. It could be really just about anything. And she just kind of gets straight to the point with her topic and talk about it. So she's going to do a Jay's Quick 1. And then Tamara, I think she does Thoughts to Ponder. Yep, I think it's Thoughts to Ponder that she'll bring, which is basically Thoughts to Ponder. She brings a topic, and we all just kind of talk through it. And Audrey is bringing her segment. My bad, Audrey. I be forgetting every time. Confessions of a Single Parent. So you guys have to go back and listen to the last podcast happy hour, because when y'all hear her damn confessions of a single parent, you are going to fall out. It is so funny. So again, podcast happy hour will be live 9/16 at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll stream live to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter via Periscope. So, that being said, I almost didn't have a Shut the Fuck Up award this week. Why? Because I haven't been on social media, and I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later. I thought about this week's Shut the Fuck Up award, and I think it's kind of gonna shock probably everybody that's listening. I don't even have like a build up for it or anything. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all that the Shut the Fuck Up award goes to me. I have got to stop. How do I want to phrase this? I have got to stop with words that can hurt me. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. I have to, what do I want to say here? I have to stop. First and foremost, I got to stop beating myself up. But also, in not beating myself up, I need to stop with the excuses. So y'all already know where I'm going with this. The other day, yesterday, I walked past a mirror and just really for no reason. I don't even know why I said this. I don't know. Because I walked past the mirror so fast. And I'm like, will I ever look in the mirror and not see a fat me? How crazy is that? I've lost 80 pounds, right? I know that body dysphoria? I think it's what they call it. I know that that's a real thing. And I probably do experience that. I have good days and I have bad days. I have, y'all see me flossing on Instagram on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I get in my mirror. I get in the mirror like my Sands on her, my bathroom photo shoot, IG. So y'all go ahead and follow her. And I take these pictures of myself and I'm like, damn, I look good as hell. I post a picture, you know what I'm saying? And then, I've been sick this week or whatever, so I ain't looking like shit. And so, of course, here I go, looking in the mirror, beating myself up. And I don't understand why I do that. Like, I don't need to do that. It's really whack of me. But two, I can change the things that I have control over. Am I right? I have the capability to change all of this. And you know how I know I can do it? Because I've done it twice. So I've been fighting with this raggedy ass 20 pounds, bruh. It is time. It is time. It is time for me to shut the fuck up with the excuses. It's time for me to shut the fuck up with thinking that or telling myself that I'm fat. I mean, I got this belly, you know what I'm saying? I do. I got this belly. I'm really not fat though anymore. Like and some people may disagree with that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Y'all shut the fuck up. But I'm really not. Like, I'm not even really necessarily for real plus size anymore. I mean, I guess you could say I wear a size 12, so I guess that's still kind of, I don't know what plus size is anymore. But I gotta stop with that bullshit. I do. I have to stop beating myself up, and I have to stop with the excuses. I have to stop being in my feels. I talked about that. What was that? Episode 1 or 2? Like, I set my alarm every day for like 2 hours before I have to work. The reason for that is because I want to be able to get up. I want to work out. I want to meditate. And then I want to start my day. But every day there's an excuse. Every day I turn the alarm off and I turn over. And I don't understand that because even when I used to have to go into the office a few years ago, I still had to get up. Like my office is an hour away. There was a certain time that I had to get up, right? Which is around the time that I have been setting my alarm for. I say all that to say that there's no excuse. At this point, I don't care. I don't need the corona as an excuse. I don't need none of this. I gotta stop all this shit. It's time for me to stop with the foolishness, and I am going to. Like, I'm so fed up with myself that it's time for a change. So then I was talking to last night, texting with one of my neos, T Curvy Fit, I think is her Instagram, Tiana, who has made this like she has made such a huge transformation. Like, sis is out here beasting. Do you understand me? Like, she has created a brand around herself. She's lost 60 pounds. And I just had to tell her last night, like, I don't know if you know this, but you've really been my motivation. Like, I've literally been kind of stalking her IG lately. Like, and it's not even her body changing that looks amazing. Like, you can feel her happiness. You can she's just glowing. She's glowing. She's radiating. Like, it's amazing. It's almost mind blowing. It's funny. It's funny because I came across like the lost videos of some lost videos of us. I'll just say that. And when I sent it to her, she was like, man, hell no. Like, she, you look back at pictures and videos and stuff like that, and you're like, wow, I cannot believe that, I was that person. And although everybody around me loved me and I loved myself, I really couldn't see, you know what I mean? Like, you get to a point where you're so damaged in a sense that you can't even see. You can't see through any of that. And I don't know. I'm rambling. But anyway, shout out to her. Y'all follow her at T Curvy Fit. I'll try to remember to put her in the show notes as well. But yeah, so I was talking to her and I'm like, bro, you're my motivation. And that was at like 2:00 this morning, by the way. And it just, before I went to bed, I was just like, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. So that being said, my first step to, I don't know if I want to say, let's say, I was going to say healing, but let's just say my first step. My first step is a 21-day challenge that I'm doing for myself. Starting today, which is Friday, the day that today is actually Thursday, but you guys will hear this on Friday, 8/21. A 21-day social media fast, a work on me type of thing. So I've already been off of Twitter for some time. I know you guys probably have noticed, and I've only really logged into Instagram because of Podcast Happy Hour and a couple of other things. Y'all know I don't really even fool with Instagram like that. But you probably won't see me on there either for the next 21 days. Now, it just depends. I have not decided, honestly, if I'm going to record any episodes for the next 2 weeks. So I'm just not sure. Like, if I don't, that means that there won't be an episode on the 28th, August 28th, and there won't be an episode on September 4th, and I will come back on September 11th. And I'm hoping to have like something special for September 11th, but we'll see. So if you guys don't hear the Lit Life podcast over the next 2 weeks, and you haven't heard every single episode that I've recorded, what is this? This is episode like 47 or something. And I have bonus episodes. If you haven't heard all of my episodes, I encourage you to go back and just kind of listen at the journey and how far I've come. But you never know. Sometimes I'll be feeling like, creating content and just getting it out. If I have something that I've recorded and it's just super hot, like, I'm trying to put it out. So anyways, that's that. 21 days, no social media. During those 21 days, I am going to continue to work on my brand. I came up with a couple of ideas today. I'm still looking to revamp my website on a budget. And I said I was going to come back to how much I really love podcasting, but I really love creating content, period. I had the pleasure of putting together Audrey of All Tales, her logo. And it was fun to do. I mean, it was a real simple logo. It wasn't hard to do at all. I'm glad she liked it. But while I was doing that, I started toying around with the program GIMP. And I want to learn how to use it. Like, I want to learn how to fully use that program. Now, here's the problem. I ain't got no damn patience. I'll be trying to watch YouTube videos and learn how to do shit and be clicking through it. Like, I just ain't got no patience. But I'm going to try my best to work through that. You know what I'm saying? That, along with my camera. Y'all know the woes I've had with my camera. Again, shout out to Audrey, because she's been kind of helping me to choose some certain things that I might need for it. Because I bought that camera for a few different reasons. I want to learn how to take my own, basically, like, stock photos, my own pictures of myself for the content that I create, and just pictures of things. Like, I want to be able to go out around town and take my own pictures instead of using other people's pictures. Not necessarily trying to learn how to be a professional photographer, but I am trying to learn again how to do my own stuff and how to properly edit and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm working on that. I also plan in the next 20 days to at least attempt to read a book. Now, it's been a long ass time since I have so many books that I bought that I have not even picked up. Seriously. Like, there's one book that I can't even remember. What is it? The Girl on the Train or some shit? I don't even remember the name of it. I think I got through like 3 chapters and never picked it up, and it never picked it back up. And it's not because it wasn't good. It's just because, my attention span and all types of other shit. So I plan on picking up one of these books that I have in here instead of scrolling social media and trying to read one. So that's my first step to getting my shit together. Step 2, y'all been asking for it. Now is the time. Running for my life challenge. So here is what I put together. My running for the life challenge will start August 23rd, which is this coming Sunday. I typically the running for my life challenge lasts 30 days. I thought about doing a 21 day and I was like, I don't want to do, the 21 day thing is just really for me. Of course, if anybody else wants to join in on the 21 day of no social media and all that good stuff, feel free, hit me up, let me know. Don't, text me or call me or email me, because I'm not going to be on social media to get your stuff. So autumnthearies@gmail.com. Anyways, I think I'm going to put together a WhatsApp group for it. And that's just like, it'll be just like kind of like an accountability group almost. I mean, and I don't even necessarily have to do that, because really I'm only doing that for me, because a lot of people will just post their running for my life, and so that's what y'all can do. Y'all can still just go ahead and tag me on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and I'll see it when after my 21 days is up. I'll be able to see it, and I'll reply to anybody that you can. Yeah, do it that way, because that way people will be abreast of what's going on with running for my life. So anyways, August 23rd, and what I'm doing for the Running for My Life challenge is I'm relearning how to run. Like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of going out here walking. Although, again, you can walk longer than you can run, but I don't give a fuck. I am ready to get back on the pavement doing what the hell I was supposed to do. I need to be ready. I think probably the next 5K that I'll run, and I don't know, it's probably still going to be virtual, but it'll be the last 5K I ran, which was well, no, it wasn't the last one, but it was the Omega Psi 5K that they do at the Beltline in November. So I'm training myself for that. Actually, the last time I ran it, I ran my best time. I almost want to say it was like 36 minutes or 37 minutes or something, and that's what I need to be doing come November again. So I guess how I'm gonna do it: basic ass couch to 5K. Now, if you are interested in becoming a runner, couch to 5K, I swear it's the way to go. I mean, it is so easy to follow. You download the app; it's free. They do have like some paid, extra paid training or whatever, but you ain't gotta pay for it. And you basically run 3 days a week for 8 weeks. So yes, this is gonna last 8 weeks. 3 days a week, 8 weeks, and it gradually moves you along. So just for instance, just to give you an example, week 1 is the whole entire program is 20 minutes. And it's off and on. And 10 of those minutes, I think, is like warm up. Like 5 minutes is warm up and 5 minutes is cool down, I think. So you basically, that you walk for 5 minutes, like a brisk walk, warm up for 5 minutes. And then it'll have you run for like, I don't know, however many seconds. And then, yeah, I want to say maybe it's 90 seconds or something. Like, it's something that's really minimal. Like, you can do this. And then you walk for like however many seconds or minutes, and then you run again, and then you walk again. So it's like it's like an intermittent type of run walk, but it works. And you do that 3 days in the first week. Second week, kind of the same thing. They may switch up how long you run or walk or whatever, however that works. And then like week 3, the entire program is 28 minutes. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it gradually goes up. Week 4, the program is 31 minutes. Week 5 is 31 minutes. Week 6 is 34 minutes. Week 7 is 35 minutes. Week 8, it's 38 minutes. And by the end of week 8, you should be able to run a 5K. My plan, and I know that we're running into raining season, like it's pouring down right now, thunder and lightning, is to run Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then on Saturdays, I'm going to do like either a long walk or like a 30 plus minute workout video, because I do need to incorporate some strength training. Now, Also, on the days that I run, I'm going to do these floor exercises. So it's like 4 floor exercises. It's planks, crunches, bicycle. Let me see, planks, and is it leg lifts? And leg lifts, 6 inches. So basically, I'll do. Let me go back. Let me just try to bring it all together. Sunday, I'll go out. I'll do the couch to 5K for 20 minutes. When I get back, I'll do the floor exercises. So I'll get down and do 6 inches for 40 seconds. Actually, it's 3. Is it 3 times? Yeah, actually, yeah. So I have to change this thing that I'm looking at. It's 3 times 40 seconds each. So I'll do 6 inches for 40 seconds, put my legs down, then do it again, 40 seconds, put it down, do it again, 40 seconds, put it down. So you do the bicycle on your back, same way. You do the crunches for 40 seconds, same way, 3 times, and the planks 40 seconds 3 times. So those are going to be my floor exercises. Now, what I have decided to do is up the time each week. So week 1, I'll do 40 seconds. Week 2, I'll do 45 seconds. Week 3, I'll do 50 seconds. And I'm going to go all the way up to 60 seconds. And so the last 4 weeks is just going to be 60 seconds because I'm not trying to die. So I will have this all mapped out in the episode notes on my website at Autumn the Aries. I'm welcoming any questions, concerns. Again, email me now. I know I can hear like Audrey, I can hear Tamara, I can hear y'all niggas right now. I ain't running, I ain't trying to run, I ain't trying to do that. That's cool. Stick with your 3 days a week, 30 minutes a day. But we gonna do this for 8 weeks. Now, I know y'all already been beasting it out. Like, y'all already, those two especially. Jay has been working out too, but I know that Audrey and Tam especially have been like really working out, and Tamara has been really pushing me to get this challenge started, and I appreciate you for that. Stay on my neck. I really, really appreciate it. So it's here. Like, so yeah, that's what that's gonna be. I want to know your feedback, guys. I want to know if you're gonna be in. I know there was a few people that said they wanted to get in. So again, if you can email me, and if you email me if you have any questions, if you are participating in a challenge, I would love for you to hashtag it with, I would love for you to tweet it or put it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever with the hashtag running for my life. And yeah, like that's it. So that is the 2-part of me getting my shit together and shutting the fuck up and just doing it. Like at this point, I'm tired of hearing myself talk about it and not doing anything, right? So that's that on that. That's it though. Like that's really all I have. I want y'all to be sure to rate the podcast. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, please go and rate and review. I am now using Podchaser, so I don't know if you actually have to have an account to put a review on there, but I would love to see a review. I want honest reviews. I want to know, how y'all feel about the podcast. Like, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. If you don't like it, I don't care, but I do care. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. So yeah, I think that's about it. So again, do not forget Wednesday, September 16th, Lit Life Podcast presents Podcast Happy Hour with Tamara from Tamara to the Break of Dawn, Jay Boog from Jay's Quick 3, Audrey from All Tales Pod, Chris from Shenanigans with Friends. It's lit. Like, we had a blast last time we did it. So if y'all know us, y'all know how we interact. You already know how the shit is going down. If you don't know, then I need you to know. I need you to go back and look at my YouTube videos where we've been on live before, or listen to the podcast where we've been on live before, and prepare yourself, because it's gonna be a good time. Make sure you have your drink. Like I said, I'm going live, so I'm gonna ask y'all, if anybody is on the live, I'm gonna be asking y'all what y'all drinking, and just looking forward to you guys' feedback. Again, I appreciate you guys coming back to listen. If this is your first time, I hope that it's not your last time, and I cannot wait for you to hear me again. Peace.